Hey, hello, welcome to the Tainted Tavern, and it's Falcon Friday, and today I'm going to smoke the newest addition to my Falcon family. I've been browsing through the catalogues. I'm going to get a new Falcon. I'm going to get another bent Falcon. For this video I'm using my newest addition, which is a straight shillelagh with the lovely rusticated bowl. I quite like this pipe, but I do prefer the bent Falcon. So what I'm going to order is another bent that is this style here. Just get this out here, sorry. So another bent that is this style, but I'm going to go black and white. I'm going to get the plain black Falcon extra stem. And then I'm going to try a meerschaum bowl, because Falcon grew meerschaum bowls, so that's going to be my next addition. Now today for Falcon Friday I'm going to be talking a little bit about a tobacco that you can't buy anywhere. A tobacco that I blended myself, and I'm going to tell you how I did it and why. Okay. First of all, I don't know if you've noticed, but eagle-eye viewers out there who actually look at the screen might have noticed I've got an head injury. I've had a few stitches in my head, so I'd like to tell you how that happened. Well, the other night I was walking through the village. It was late in the night, it was 9:30, and I seen this old lady come out to the bingo, and two muggers, two big butch mugger guys were rolling her. One had her in his hand, had her sort of in an arm lock, and this old lady was screaming, and the other one was trying to snatch the bag of her, and she was holding onto her bag for dear life. So I just ran at them and powered into it. I fought them off. It was a brutal fight. It took a good 10 minutes. But in the end, they ran off. I was like Batman. I ended up with this head injury. Well, that's one version of how it happened. The other version is I was in work yesterday, up a guy's loft, measuring up a loft. I turned quickly, and there was a nail sticking out of the beam and caught me on the head. One of those versions is true and one of them isn't, so I leave it up to you to decide. Now, what tobacco am I smoking? Well, if you saw it should be on the screen somewhere here. What is it, that side? Tainted Tavern's Cherry Vanilla. This is my own concoction, and what happened was I've been experimenting lately with a lot of different tobaccos, and I had this McLaren Red Ambrosia, which is a cherry blend. And it's a blend of Virginia and Burley tobaccos, and then of course it's flavoured with a topping, a cherry flavoured topping. And I also had Golden Blend number 1, which is again the same tobaccos, Virginias and Burleys, but this has a very potent vanilla topping. Now, there was nothing wrong with either of these tobaccos per se, they just weren't to my taste. The cherry was too stringent, too strong for me, and the vanilla was just a little too meh. So what I did, I used another pouch of tobacco, 50 grams of Gold Block. That's what Gold Block used to be done by Benson and Hedges over here, which used to be an over-the-counter tobacco review, over-the-counter tobacco rather, and which is decent, but was a bit too bland for my liking. There wasn't really much going on, and so I used that as a base. So I got a mixing jar, and I did film this, me blending up the tobacco, which I'd done a fortnight ago. And I forgot it was on my memory card, and I deleted my memory card the other day to make space for new videos, and I ended up deleting that, and I intended to slot that into this video here. So what I'll have to do to make up time is put in a vintage ad. So I had a big huge saucer, a big huge bowl, poured in the Gold Block, then I added the Ambrosia, the cherry tobacco, then the vanilla tobacco, and I mixed them all around, really mixed them in, like mixing them like crazy. You know, my hands were moving faster than my fictional fight with the two muggers. And then I put them into a jar and allowed them to stand for 2 weeks. I also made the nice little label here, Tainted Tavern, Cherry Vanilla, one for the top as well. So let's smoke this in the funky looking Falcon shillelagh and celebrate Falcon Friday, Head Injury Friday in style.
Another case for Inspector Corner of a yard. A seemingly innocent victim, but the state of the victims and the vital clue
tangy, tongue-biting vinegar.
lead Corner to the inevitable conclusion.
Hayward's pickles have bitten again.
Hayward's, the only pickles to fight back.
Experimenting with tobaccos are not really to your taste. It's a good way of, you've got nothing to lose. And with this mixture, all of each of the blends that I've used putting into you to blend the tobacco together, all of the Virginia and Burley makes sense anyway. And I've smoked this yesterday, and it is preferable to what it was, because although the cherry is still front forward, you get that nuttiness which comes from the gold block, and also the vanilla is subdued riding alongside it, so it's quite interesting.
As I watch the
There's a
sun
new dimension to what I originally had.
descending and the birds fly home to rest, in the hush when day is ending, that's the hour when I feel blessed. Smoking my pipe,
Falcon smokes so well.
smoking my pipe. Like a whisper through the cornfield comes a gentle evening breeze.
Where the cherry was sicky in the original blend, in the ambrosia, gloopy. It's not now, it's toned down a lot. And the vanilla runs alongside it. Buffalo Trace bourbon.
At the doorway of my cottage I recall old memories, smoking my pipe, smoking my pipe. Those far off places.
It doesn't burn so hot either. The gold block never did burn hot. The vanilla golden blend number 1 and the cherry ambrosia did burn rather hot. This has been toned down a lot by the addition of the gold block.
Beyond the blue.
So yeah, it's nice. And I mean, it's only had 2 weeks in the jar to marry together. So coming back to read this in 6 months, I'll be interested. And I plan to keep this jar going. Every now and then I'll add a little more of different type of aromatic tobaccos. They must be cherry or vanilla in order to stick to the essence of what is the Tainted Tavern's cherry vanilla. Or is it Tainted Tavern's vanilla cherry? I can't remember. But then every now and then I'll also add a neutral tobacco. I used gold block this first one. Next I've got some Erinmore in my cellar as well, which I won't smoke. Erinmore is interesting tobacco. Another used to be an OTC tobacco over here in the UK, but that again has lost its charm for me.
Familiar faces that once I knew.
I think my favourite UK OTC is Condo. I've spoken a lot of the Clan lately. I've always got a pouch of Clan with me in work in my smoking bag that I carry. But last night I relaxed watching a film and had a nice big bowl in one of my Petersons of the Condo. I do like. There's Tainted Tavern cherry vanilla though. It's nice.
I recall those days behind me and the happiness they meant. Every sundown you
You can actually taste the nuttiness of the gold block. If you want to make your own mixes, you mean use your own tobaccos, you know? Experiment, that's part of the fun of the hobby. Especially if, like me, you try all different types of tobaccos, you end up buying the odd pouch of tobacco that isn't really to your taste, or it's enjoyable, but it's not, nothing special. So then blend it up, see, you may end up creating something special. Anyway, that's it for this Falcon Friday. I'm going to leave you in peace now. And I'm going to finish smoking my pipe.
will find me with a heart that is content, smoking my pipe, smoking my pipe.